Are you feeling stuck in your job and your career? Are you thinking about hiring a career coach but don't know how to choose one or if you should even choose one at all?
Stay tuned to the end of the video and we'll give you some clarity on whether you should hire a coach. Hey there, we're Micah and Shannon. And we are the co-founders and coaches at Shinebright, and we created this channel to share wisdom, insights, resources from our 10 years of coaching our clients to discover their strengths, make successful career transitions, and up-level in their career. So thanks for being here.
So today we were talking about whether or not you should hire a career coach. And this is a question that we hear about a lot. Traditionally, hiring coaches were things that CEOs did or presidential candidates. And so what about the average person who wants to make a change? That's what we're talking about today. So recently, I had a client who was really on the kind of sidelines of deciding whether or not to hire a coach. And in our initial call, she shared with me a few things. She was really stuck in a sales career that she'd been in for 20 years and wanted to make a change because her values and her priorities had changed when she became a mom. And so she knew she wanted to make this switch, but she didn't know how. And she also thought, should I really spend money on a career coach? Shouldn't I be spending that on my family? You know, how do I know this is going to help and how do I know that this is going to work? And so in our preliminary call, we kind of dove into what was really the issue. And it went deeper beyond just being in sales or finding something that was a better fit for her family. And it turned out that she was really feeling a lot of shame and a little bit of fear around the fact that she hadn't finished college. And so we really dug into that in our preliminary call, and I helped her to kind of see beyond that her 20 years of experience was something that was really worthwhile. And I kind of inspired her in believing that she can build upon that. She can build upon the experience and the confidence that she actually has as a salesperson to then bridge that kind of feeling of insecurity around college and navigate any change she wanted to make. And so together we worked together for 3 months and met regularly. She carved out time. She dug into what she had done, who she was, and all the while there I was able to not only inspire her, but support her to really know who she was and to really see all the potential. And she actually managed to figure out that she wanted to work for the school district in her local town. And she got hired in like a fundraising position, which is sales, by the way, and aligned with her values. And so she pushed through, but it was the help of a coach that really kind of pulled her out of what was limiting self-beliefs and this kind of stuck feeling.
Yeah, and I think there's a few things that we can kind of take from that story that you shared. I think oftentimes people are hesitant, should I invest the money? How do I know when, this is something I should be figuring out on my own versus bringing in some help? And I think some indicators that it might be time to consider bringing in a coach is, are you stuck? Right? If you know you're unhappy, if you know you're feeling frustrated or unfulfilled, and you've been trying on your own to make a change or get clarity, and you either keep running in the same circles or you're not making progress, that's often an indicator that maybe some blocks are showing up, maybe some old patterns are getting in the way. And all of us, it doesn't matter who you are, Micah and I have our own coaches that we work with, hit points in our lives and our careers where we need some help to get to the next level or get to the next place. And I think, no shame in that game, right? As Micah said, some of the best that are out there, right? Think of professional athletes, think of CEOs and top executives, all surround themselves with coaches, right? As a way of being able to help them see blind spots, to tap into potential, and to get further and farther than they could on their own. And so I think, the first thing I would say to someone is, have you been stuck and are you not making progress? That might be one indicator that it's time to bring in some outside help and hire a coach. What else, Micah?
Yeah, I love that. And I think another thing that you might want to consider is, are you kind of in the same holding pattern? Do you get to a point where you're like, oh, maybe I want to make this change? And then you go, oh no, I can't do that because of A, B, and C. It's running up against the same wall. I think that's an indicator that you really are ready for the change, but you've gone as far as you can alone. And that's why working with a coach is so beneficial, because it really pushes you to carve out the space, the time, and gives you the structure to move past that blockage.
Yeah, I love that. I think, oftentimes, what we hear from our clients when we're first starting to work with them is either I'm stuck, I'm hitting a wall. Another big thing is I'm overwhelmed, right? We live in a time when, lucky for us, we have the internet and so many options and so many jobs and companies that we can easily, see and access. But then also, same problem, so many companies and so many roles that we can see. How do I pick? How do I choose? How do I know which one's going to be the best fit for me? And oftentimes what we see happening with our clients is they get so overwhelmed by the options that they end up not choosing any, right? It turns into some paralysis and they don't actually make a move. And so I think what Micah talked about, working with a coach who has a clear process, right, and can move you through that process in a very structured way and help guide you towards clarity, allows for that overwhelm to dissipate and allows our clients to start taking small steps. And the power in taking small steps with some guidance and some structure is that with each step we take, we learn a little bit, some new information, and that helps to then inform the next step. And so another indicator that maybe it's time to hire a coach is like you're feeling super overwhelmed and it's keeping you from not taking any action.
Yeah, no, I think that is incredibly important to figure out. Is sometimes we feel like we are taking action, but again, when we get frozen, it's like we're not getting to that finish line. And that's where we can really look for outside help and support to kind of focus what we're doing. Another thing I think is really a good indicator that you should hire a coach is if you've read about coaching and you're interested in coaching and you've read about or have family members that have experienced some type of coaching, career coaching, life coaching, professional development, and it's piqued your curiosity. I think it's really important to start reading about different coaches and different practices, watching videos like this. Career coaching for everyone is a rather new idea, and it with that kind of newness comes sometimes a little bit of a questioning mentality. And the best way to overcome that and see if it's right for you is to exactly do this. Watch videos, read as much as you can, talk to coaches, hear what their process is, because not everyone will be the right coach for you either. It's really important to find the right one. But if you're going to do career coaching, if you're going to sign up and you know that is going to be something that's going to be beneficial to you, you have to believe in it all the way. So make sure that you get all of the information, make sure that you find someone you're comfortable with, and then it's much easier to pull the trigger of whether should I hire this coach or not, because I think you'll feel like you're in flow, like, wow, I'm finally at the right place to figure this out.
I love that. I think, it's such a personal decision, right? So trusting intuition, trusting instincts, what feels right to you when thinking about working with a coach. I think the last, and this isn't the extent of all the reasons, but just for, our video today, the last category is for those who are actually doing pretty well in your career, right? And you're progressing, and you want to take your career to that next level. I started this video talking about professional athletes and CEOs and executives who are all at the top of their game. They hire coaches to help them refine and hone and sharpen the things that they're already doing well, to minimize blind spots and vulnerabilities, and to really get clear and intentional and strategic about how they want to show up, their goals, their plans, the vision they have for their career, and sometimes having a coach as a brainstorming partner, as a strategic partner, someone who can kind of stand a little bit outside of the circle and be objective to help you to see what's working, what needs to be leaned into and developed, and then where are there opportunities for continued growth and development is a really powerful way to take a career that's going, pretty good and take it to that next level. And this is where greater success, greater levels of fulfillment, and, really truly excelling in your chosen career can happen. So any last thoughts?
Nope. I think I just love that last piece. It was so, it's so important for people to not only realize that you don't have to be on the struggle bus to need a coach, but you also can even live more intentionally in your career, and you can even go after your goals faster with the help of a coach.
Yeah, awesome. Well, if you like this video, please make sure to like it, send a little comment, and watch some of our other videos. We're trying to create videos that are helpful and resourceful and share all of the wisdom, that we've gained over the 10 years of doing this work and working with thousands of people to find success and fulfillment in their careers. So until next time, take care.
Take care.